Good morning, everyone. Bright and early. Drones and coffee special edition. Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. I know it's bright and early. I don't know who's up, who's about already, but hey, couldn't sleep. Big LSU game last night. Got stayed up a little late, but ended up losing. Ended up tying a game on a last second play and missed the extra point to send it to overtime. TJ, what's up, brother? How you doing, TJ? TJ and Maddie were hanging out yesterday evening. TJ, what you doing up so early, man? How'd y'all fly? Y'all went flying yesterday, right, TJ? Yesterday evening. Steve knows. Hey, Steve, what's up? I know it's early, man. I was bored. Made me some coffee. It's shoot, what time? It's not even 6 o'clock here. I know who'd be on. I know it's early, but hey, I figured I'd just get some coffee. See how everybody's doing this morning. Good deal, TJ. Yeah, TJ, love your sticker. Talk to you yesterday on the phone. I know. Told you make a great Wonder Woman. No, TJ, I'm picking on you, brother. You know that. Great sticker. Kind of suits you. Michael and I think Mike helped you with that. Mike and Sergio. Yeah, it looks good. TJ, what time you got to go to work? I know Maddie's not up. That's for sure. 8 o'clock. Okay, well that's right. Yeah, you and I were behind, ahead of me. I was thinking you got plenty. Well, you got plenty of time to make it. That's for sure. Steve, what you doing up this morning? What you got planned? TJ, so what you fly yesterday? I think you had the Mini 2. Is that what you brought over to Maddie's? Maddie's got to be studying for that test. He got that big Part 107 test coming up Saturday. Get that tomorrow, 9 to 5. Got you, TJ. Oh, the Air 2, yeah. Steve, where are you at? 12. Yeah, I flew the Mini 3 yesterday evening a little bit. It was kind of drizzling. Had a little break in the weather and took some shots of the house. We did some drainage work, so I tried to get some pictures of what we were doing from the air. It's supposed to rain today a little bit, so it's kind of cloudy. TJ, yeah, I saw your new Advata. Looked a little different. Oh, okay, yeah, Steve, that's what I was thinking. The UK, yeah. You were Geeks Bonner. TJ liking that Avada, huh? Yeah, TJ looked a little different. TJ looked like kind of like a little Cetus or something, a baby hawk. So did you fly a little FPV yesterday with Maddie, TJ, or did you just fly your Air 2? Air 2 still a great drone. Still a great drone. Anybody wants to hop in, they're welcome to. I know it's bright and early. Grab some coffee. Talk about drones. Got some great stickers people have been sending me. Brad Austin. Hey, Brad, what you doing, brother? Happy Labor Day. I know it's early, Brad, but hey, I couldn't sleep. Got up early after the LSU game last night. You know, they tied it up on a very last second, had 1 second play. And then the to send it to overtime, the extra point got blocked. So, although they didn't look too good, I mean, I will say Florida State really handed it to them. It wasn't for that fumble, and then LSU went almost 99 yards to score. They did score. And you missed the extra point to send it to overtime. But I was very, very disappointed in the way LSU. And not so much the way they played, it was their enthusiasm. Seemed like Coach Kelly, who seemed to me is usually very animated, was very, very quiet and like something was bothering him or something. I don't know. And it kind of transferred over to the team. So, Dominic, what's up, Dominic? How you doing? Oh, Charles. Good morning, Charles. Charles Hatmaker. Good morning. I know it's bright and early. Labor Day morning. Links in the chat. If somebody wants to hop in with me, just couldn't sleep. Got up early, grabbed some coffee. So I figured we'd have a little show, see who wanted to pop on or talk about drones, of course. Talk about anything. Yeah, Monday night. Dominic, yeah. You're a little bit ahead of us. A little bit ahead. Yeah, I hadn't even had breakfast yet. Hadn't even thought about it. Great community, though. You know, people supporting each other no matter when people go on, and it's fun. Oh yeah, SSB, yeah. You know, people were, you can fly to any of the DJI drones in that FPV mode. Yeah, you just gotta be a little careful. It's fun, a little different view. Uh, guys, I think we all get hung up on the newest and latest, but all of us in the community really have some really nice drones. And man, if you got the Mini 2, even if you got the original Mini, just get out there and fly what you got and have fun. It's I end up selling my Mini 2 just because of course, since I got the Mini 3, hadn't flown it a whole lot. Got the looking at the Autel over here. Got the Air 2S. Got my Parrot Anafi. I don't know if I would ever sell my Parrot Anafi, but it's I bought a refurb, so it's a fun drone to have. If I can plug this iPad up here. Not too much stuff to charge. Yeah, Brad, welcome in. If you want to hop in. Yeah, the DJI drones in FPV mode are fun to fly. They're different, a different view, of course. And you can, hey, you want to go fly it a little bit lower and maybe hit a few little gaps, you can. Looks good. Definitely have to be careful. You don't want to crash it just kind of being silly, Adrian, what's up, brother? Adrian, wow, you're up early. Heading to work? Or are you off today? Yeah, Adrian. Adrian, you missed a good little show yesterday morning. Drones and coffee had a lot of people in, just talking, hanging out. It was pretty good. Oh, you at work? Okay. Are you sure, Adrian? You too, Adrian. Have a great day. I don't think who Who we got tonight? Drone Nation, but I don't think Ron and Marcus, they're not doing a show tonight. I'm not sure if they pre-recorded something or not, but no. I think they're taking the day off, so. Captain Ray Kelly, I'm sure, is doing something tonight. I'm not sure who his guest is, but I'm sure Ray is doing a show tonight. Dominic, what you got planned? Well, what you did today? Did you get to fly? Jose, what's up? Good morning. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, I was just looking at that. Autel, I was trying to find some info on that. That would be pretty cool, since that DJI Mini 3 came out with that controller. It's very nice, very convenient. I think it's a whole different way to fly. Kind of frees up your hands. You're always fumbling with your phone, and of course it has to be charged. Of course, the controller's got to be charged. We all know that, but it just makes it so easy and convenient to fly. Man, I didn't think people would.
Morning.
Huh?
Where's Matt Bagwell at?
Boy, I tell you what, I like you wearing that cap, but I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah. Good morning.
Matt, you know what's funny? Matt wrote that the other day about the pumpkin spice, and it was right because I went in Albertsons or one of the grocery stores or Safeway, whatever it is now. But man, they had the biggest thing like for Halloween already, and it's not even.
Oh,
I mean, this was like a couple weeks ago,
So let me tell you this story. Yeah. So, Home Depot has got like tons of Halloween stuff out.
Yeah, they do. So does Lowe's here. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the middle of this month, my company does a Halloween sort of like thing called Swamp Scare. We did it 2 years ago. It was sold out. It's a boat ride, and I produced the whole thing. Whatever, like not just me, but like I have a team and whatever else, right? And so this year we decided. So I do it with this company called Blackstone Valley Tourism, and they do like a Polar Express and all that. Like that's a chain ride or whatever. So it's an event that people can go to. And this year we're doing Pirates on the Blackstone. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
Morning, Brad.
How y'all doing?
This year we're doing Pirates on the Blackstone, but it's gonna start in the middle of September because it's a pirate thing, but it's really for like Halloween. But because it's just a pirate thing, we could start it earlier, so it doesn't just have to be for Halloween.
Yeah.
So I'm, gonna be Captain Good. So sorry for Captain Ray, man. I'm gonna be Captain Good. I'm gonna be dressed up as a pirate, and I'm taking all the families onto the boat, and I'll tell a story, and then we're on.
You can tell a story. I mean, I can tell a lot of stories. That's right up your alley.
True. You're gonna take them to secret locations like Captain Ray.
Yeah. I got a secret location. So we're searching. Like I'm bringing the families to search for my my bounty. But when I was
welcome in.
When I was in the mission, the meeting for it, they were calling it booty. So we're searching for booty, and I'm like, not in this day and age. Just don't.
Oh, we all.
Let's say bounty.
True.
So they kept saying it, and I just kept saying to myself, these people just don't have no clue what they're saying right now.
Maybe they were saying looty.
Yeah, looty. Let's go shoot. Let's search for the looty. So I said, can we please say bounty? So we end up pulling up into this area where there's a big chest, and the chest opens up, and it's like, illuminates gold, like a gold light and all that. And I pull out this like whole bunch of candy that's like, fake candy, like fake gold, whatever. It's candy,
Can you get any of that on drone? Or
Yeah. So we're next week we're gonna shoot the commercial.
I got you.
So we'll use drones and cameras and everything, but like I have to direct because I gotta be Captain Good. So I'll try to help shoot it, but I'll probably edit it. Then when we discover the gold, my treasure, we notify some pirates that want to try to take that treasure, and we get chased by another boat. The kids
Welcome
are gonna
in. Who is that? R-Pass. Welcome in. First time on the live. Welcome in.
First time. But we better talk about drones if it's his first time. Like this guy's talking about booty and pirates. What's going on here?
Coming in.
Welcome in. Where you from, and how'd you find us? And we usually do on Sunday morning. I was kind of bored this morning after the LSU game last night. I kind of woke up early this morning, and
well, it looks like Canada.
up there with Lauren, North Texas.
Yeah.
North Dallas.
Nice. Welcome.
I'll make you a moderator here. Let's see if I can get my YouTube. It won't pull up on my laptop here for something on my.
R-Pass, what's your drone of choice? Throw that in the chat when you get a second.
What's your weapon, boy?
Yeah, what's your weapon of choice? Well, that video sounds cool.
I'll sub them and I'll make them a moderator.
Yeah. It's yeah. So I like I said, I did this 2 years ago. It's called Swamp Scare overall. Wait,
swamp. Y'all got swamps up there?
Well, it's not a swamp.
It's you can't be using Louisiana terms.
It's lurky and it's lurky.
You can't use Louisiana terms 1,500 miles up north.
I know y'all swamp people like
you can't say y'all.
Y'all. Oh, everybody says y'all down here. I was like, everybody says y'all.
Hey, good morning, Lee, Yellow Rose Grove.
Hey, Lee. Of course, I texted Lee last night. Sorry about your wife and no Lee.
That's lurking from Texas.
We're all thinking about you, and hey, welcome
Definitely.
in.
Sorry about your wife.
Oh,
Dominic.
What happened?
He lost his wife, I think.
Lee's wife passed away. I think it was Thursday, maybe.
Thursday or Friday, yeah.
Friday, yeah.
Oh, really sorry to hear that, man. That's tough. Yeah.
So, Mark, what you got planned today? You throwing some stuff on a barbecue pit, or you making Ingrid's cooking?
We hadn't cooked out all summer. It's been a summer since my mom's been in the. We just haven't done. I'm in the backyard right now. I'm actually was planned to be in the backyard next to my koi pond, just to Captain Ray. Captain Ray.
Is this Captain Ray? Is this Captain Ray or is it Mark?
Yeah, Captain Ray's rubbing off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he is. He is.
Ray said he's got a bunch of little baby. He got a bunch of little baby koi though.
Yeah. They're growing pretty quick though. Well, I know once I get over to the.
No. Wi-Fi. You must have stepped out of the Wi-Fi zone.
The pond, they come up to the surface.
Oh, there you go.
They think I'm gonna throw food in. I did. Yeah. They're getting pretty big. I had to of course get in touch with Captain Ray before I bought him to ask him some questions. So, but. Let's talk about drones. Hey, listen, Avada. Avada, huh? Brad, you getting it?
Yeah.
You gonna get it?
Well, I knew that was going to come up, and I brought it up on a couple of chats. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it. That's the first answer to your question, but I have the V2 goggles that I've had for a year, and I also have a remote control that came with the DJI FPV that I had over a year ago that I sold. I pieced it out. I didn't fly the drone. I sold it. So I have the makings of being able to fly the Avada. if I buy it. I could buy the drone by itself, but I do like those new goggles. Everybody's talking good things about it, other than the fact that they fog up a little bit in humid environments.
Yeah, John Kuby did a little kind of review the other day on them, and he, I mean, listen, it's like a pair of sunglasses, Mark. I know you have glasses and light glasses, and they're all going to fit a little bit different.
I'm surprised they didn't put a little fan in them, though. I know they're much smaller form factor than the V2s, but they didn't put a little fan in them or anything. I don't know. I guess that's just one of the things about making it smaller and more compact and probably less expensive.
So I'm going to be honest. I've never even put goggles on for FPV ever. So I don't even know what it looks like. The only goggles I've ever worn was the DJI old big clunky goggles.
I have one of those as well, the white one.
And then I have the Epson 35Es. I don't know if you guys know what those are, but they're like, they're really cool glasses. They're nice. They're not like goggles. They're more glasses type of goggles, but those are really nice. I mean, it's novelty though, like just like the DJI goggles, they were novelty. But as far as Brad, you're right there, you're right there.
Yeah, for what is it, $695 for the drone by itself, I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
$629, but I don't know. But then that's one battery, of course. Yeah. Then you got to buy a battery. So even if you got the goggles, you're probably looking at $1,000,
Right.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna hold off for a while.
None of the drones are now.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy it anytime soon. I'd like to at least try it. Now, I think Al Duranify, he lives in the west end of Richmond from me. He's only about 20, 30 minutes from me. I think he's getting it, so I might be able to try it out. And
that'd be a good thing. Yep,
that'd be a nice thing to be able to.
You better fly for it. You better fly before Al crashes it.
Yeah,
before he crashes. He's offered to let me fly his original DJI FPV a number of times, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to crash your drone. He's like, no, go ahead and try it. And every time he's asked me, we've been flying downtown Richmond over the James River, and I was like, nope. If I crash it or it falls into the water, then we won't even be able to recover it. So,
hey, Brad, about a year ago, you were staying here with me.
I know it. A year ago, I was right there with you during after the hurricane.
Yeah,
we'd
still be without power about now.
The 29th. It's hard to believe a year's blown by that fast.
Yeah, that's something else. I can remember that. I remember asking you some questions about what you was doing there, Brad.
Yeah,
we were just absorbing the heat is what we were doing.
Yeah, I was pretty hot and sweaty that whole week, but at least I got to go to a hotel room every night.
We were eating pretty good, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, we were eating real good. Your son-in-law.
I'm gonna move closer.
He's a hell of a cooker, that's for sure.
I think that's why I'm getting you guys.
So, Mark, what's the temperature we at? I mean, is it cooled a little bit, or?
It's probably right now about 70 something degrees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it's overcast right now. We're getting a lot. We're gonna get some rain.
Yeah, us too.
Supposedly rain all day, and then tomorrow some heavy downpours like in the morning, and it might clear up.
There's rain up and down the East Coast right now. Looking at the radar. So,
Mark, y'all had a little meetup the other day. I know you FaceTime, and y'all were having fun.
Yeah, we had a really great time, man. And it wasn't as active as far as on the water with boats like we expected it to be, because it was I'm gonna tell you right now, the weather was just phenomenal. Like there was no wind, maybe 3 to 5 miles an hour winds. The river coming in the bay or whatever was just so flat. We did have like a tugboat going in and out, and then a couple of other boats and some jet skis. I don't know if you want to pull up the video I made later on or in the show, or whatever. Yeah, I did put together a video.
Let me see something here. I thought
it's short. I make those really short videos that are quick and done.
How many people did y'all have, Mark?
So we had I would say about 18 to 20 people. I mean, it was a pretty decent meetup. Like it was short notice. I mentioned it on Monday and then confirmed it on maybe Thursday or something like that. Just I said, listen, it's not a big meetup. It's not like we're just like get together. We can always do it again. So we got a pretty good turnout though for what it was for the yeah.
Hey, welcome, Chris. Doc Murdoch in the house. God bless America. Good morning.
Doc, welcome in. So
Yeah.
Mark, yeah, okay, this is it right here. Is it playing?
Yeah, it's playing.
So did they know you were doing this, Mark? I might have missed that part.
What's that?
Do you know these folks? Did they know you were doing that, or did you just kind
No,
of?
this is just in and out of the bay, like all the boats coming in and
Okay.
out of the bay.
You didn't get anybody flipping you off or anything?
No. And then at the end of the meet right there, that was a Inspire 2 that we seen across the bay. And I was like, let me fly over and see, because I noticed there was a drone, and I said, that's a big drone. We didn't know what it was. At first, I thought it was a Matrice because it was so big. And when I got over there, I was like, oh, that's an Inspire 2, So, and this was like towards the end where we were getting ready to leave anyway. And so I got in my car and drove around to where that guy was flying at.
So y'all didn't know that guy then?
He was doing a job over there on the other
okay.
side of the bank. So, using a Inspire 2 with an X7S camera.
Wow.
So it was great.
Very
It was a
Doc,
great
welcome
meetup.
in. They hadn't seen Doc in a while there. Doc, welcome in. Hope
Doc.
everything's good.
Doc Murdoch.
Doc,
Yeah,
you
so
want
I
to hop
got to
on?
give away some
The links
stuff.
in the chat there. What's that, Mark?
I got to give away like some, some stuff that I had got from Star RC. I just like was tossing people stuff, and not like anything big, but like landing gear and helipads and stuff like that. But
well, sometimes those little impromptu meetups are good, and I know it's great to make big old plans, but sometimes I say a smaller number is better, and I don't mean better, but I don't know, it's just more intimate, and you got a lot more you can talk.
We do that every once in a while here in
FPV.
Richmond.
They went down a little ways just to fly the FPV, and they did good,
Right.
and they didn't crash, nothing like that, or everybody. Nope, there was no crashes. So, and for the most part, like when we first all showed up there at 8:00 in the morning, I brought some donuts and coffee, and we just sat around and talked. It was like nobody was even flying, and we were just sitting around talking,
it's a social
getting
thing.
to know each other.
Yep, it's a social thing.
Yeah. And then one of the guys, Daniel Foster, he had a couple of drones for sale. He was selling Inspire 1, and
Oh, wow.
Did he ever sell it, Mark? Did he get rid of it?
Phantom 3 4. No, he a Phantom 3 Pro he had also. He didn't sell it, but he almost got me buying the Inspired 1. I mean, I've had them, but I kind of miss them just to have as a trophy. But I just didn't have the trophy money at the time. I mean, I do have it, but I don't, I'm not just gonna. But
yeah, I think
it was
$400. I think sometimes you gotta take a step back, even when the new drones come out, and really decide.
Yep.
I mean, listen, it's great. Listen, this phone, if you have the iPhone 1, it literally does the same thing if you just want to talk. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Mark,
I know you're pretty good about with the camera work and all that. So these drones have come a long way, and they're really making small, I guess, advances. The drones are getting smaller, and the lenses are getting bigger. The battery life is longer. So, I think we're almost at a plateau, maybe. I don't really know what's next for the drone.
There's going to be a lot of stuff. I know a lot of stuff that DJI hasn't included in drones yet that they could. So the little gimmick stuff too, the novelty stuff, like the things that we really don't need on a drone or whatever, and then it all depends on where you're at, is what category of flying drones or camera stuff.
Absolutely.
Like I make commercials, okay, right? That like my Sony cameras, like I don't even shoot in S-Log. So there's D-Log for like drones, for like DJI, and it's S-Log for like so this is the week right now that I'm going to make that switch. So I decided that going forward, whatever I shoot with my cameras, I'm gonna shoot in a log and color grade. So
So you're gonna
I still haven't even arrived at what I can get out of the cameras that I own right now. So how
Right.
am I gonna move on to a next camera or a next drone? You know what I mean? Like
So Mark,
I've been shooting.
have you been? Do you shoot in log up till now? Have you been color grading a lot or no?
Absolutely with drone, not with my cameras, not with Sony.
Okay.
I was a little bit like, oh man, it's a little scary because when you're shooting something, you only got that one time to shoot that thing,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially if it's a wedding or whatever. But I said to myself, I'm gonna start shooting a log and I'm gonna go for it. You know what I mean? So
Mark, you got the Mavic 3? Or
I got the Mavic 3.
So I mean, in auto,
Air 2S.
in auto, I mean, you feel better shooting it and then color grading it than you do in auto. I mean, I know it looks pretty darn good in auto.
So I don't shoot in auto as far as shooting manual, but I also shoot in log.
Gotcha.
So D-log. So yeah, but I got a bunch of like cinematic LUTs that get you there. So that's that last drone thing the video you just showed, Johnny. That was shot in log. You can notice the HDR in it, the depth of field in it. It's really like got a good depth of field in the video. If you go there, without playing it on this, and you go to my YouTube channel and play it in its highest resolution, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then I used a different LUT this time on that. Usually I'll use the DJI LUT to get me almost there, but I use a different LUT and I'm really liking it. It's really cinematic looking, you know what I mean? So I'm trying new things now. I'm in another place right now. I'm starting to use different things and just venture out there and step out in faith, like especially with my ground cameras, like Sony cameras and stuff like that. So you just get to another place. But the thing about that is, like, we buy these other like devices, we buy these other cameras, we buy these other drones when we haven't even exhausted what we have in our hands right now.
Yeah, and this is something you did with the Air 2S here, I think. No, Air 2. What is this? Air 2.
The Air 2S. Yep. That's just like an old, like kind of old, and then I went back to like black and white.
Yeah, that's pretty neat though. I like the transitions.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I just put these videos together just to sharpen my skills, just to sharpen what I'm doing. It gives me, and when you're playing with it a lot like this, you discover some things too, So.
And drone photography is excellent. What is a LUT?
That's a good one for you, Mark.
Who said what's a LUT?
Drone photography.
So a LUT is something that you put over your. It's a. Oh, that's it got me now. So when you're shooting in a profile that is just really grayed out, there's no color involved in the log that you're shooting in. So it's D-log for drones and S-log for Sony cameras. I don't know what it is for that. Well, a LUT is it's a color. It's a thing that you throw over. It's an effect that you throw over the log that you shot in to get you almost there. Now you can shoot in log and color grade yourself on your color, menu. You know what I mean? Whatever you choose from your.
A LUT is kind of like an overlay, and it kind of helps.
It's an overlay basically that gets you almost to where you want to be as far as your colors, because some people prefer it to be different colors. Like and when you're like say you're shooting a movie and it's a some directors and some movie makers, they want to have it a certain look. So a LUT will bring you to a certain look that you want. But
it's similar to color grading, but it's just kind of an overall theme or overall skin, if you want to call it a skin for the whole process. Your color, and
Jim said color because I'm saying color.
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 Well, man, hey, you got coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. Listen, as far as as far as the like knowing what it is, I don't get too deep into knowing what it is. I'm not like this, person who's like very knowledge to explain these things. For me, it's more hands-on, and I just know what it is, and I can't. Sometimes I really can't explain things. It's just who I am. I'm an artist, so like if you got somebody that's a filmmaker, and some of these guys on YouTube, they're like talking circles around me, but I'll just find out what they're doing and then just explore it. So.
Well, Mark, I know you were saying the other day, different, like the Autel. I mean, some people love that drone. Some people love the Mini. It's not that it's better. It's different. And it's the way we see it. It's not the way that the camera
it's the color
is.
science.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a color science, and everybody's going to see the color science differently. And they're going to like, hey, I like this look, or I like this look. And, so it's funny because I made this, I made this little infomercial for somebody, and when I sent it to them, they were like, "Oh, can you just change this and change that?" And it's great. I love it. I love it. Oh my God, it had me in tears. And then I did that. I changed whatever I needed to change, and then she showed it to a whole bunch of other people, and everybody had all these different opinions about it. And then she came back and said, "Oh, can you change this because of this person said this?" And you can see, I was like, "Listen, I cannot satisfy all 50 of you.
No, everybody's
It's
always going to have
as
opinions.
it is. If you want to, change this and change that, it's going to cost you every single time that I have to change something. It's going to cost you." And you know what? She loved it even more after that. When I said that. So you can't please everybody, like everybody's going to see it differently. Everybody's going to want this change and that change. And then at the end of the day, you're trying to please 1,000 people. So
yeah. And I think the, oh wait, hold up. We got Lee. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Lee.
Hey, Lee.
How you doing, Lee?
I'm awake.
I hear you. I know it's early. Hey, and our condolences to you. And hey, my prayers.
Condolences to you.
Oh, Lee, I'm really sorry for your loss, man.
Thank you. She was stubborn until the end. She had been diagnosed with a hernia a couple of weeks ago. Wow. And the cardiologist was insisting that she needed to have surgery right away to fix it. And she said, "I'm not going back in the hospital." She'd had a stroke a year ago and spent more time in the hospital rehab than she ever cared to do. And she just wasn't going to go back in the hospital.
Wow.
And Thursday morning, she started having abdominal pains, and she just thought it was gas. And she had gas before. She could burp and would relieve a little bit. But in hindsight, we think that the hernia, must have done something to plug her up or whatnot. And I tried to get her to go to the hospital, and she just adamantly refused. So, and we came in. She spent 24 hours or more in the bathroom, sitting on the floor, with a trash can and a toilet, back and forth between the two. And Friday, I was getting ready for work. I work 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. And so I was getting ready to go to work at 4 o'clock and tried to chase her out of the bathroom, and she wouldn't respond. And that's when I discovered that she was not responding, and she was probably dead. And I got 911 EMS on the phone. And they gave me a text link where they could video through my phone. And we put the little finger oxidizer on on her finger, and it didn't even turn on. And we moved her hand, and her fingers stayed spread apart, like where she had it sitting on the floor, and it was very stiff. And the guy said, "I'm sorry to tell you, but she's deceased, and I'm going to send." I said, "The EMS is still on the way." They got there within 10 minutes of me calling originally. And the San Antonio police got there as well. And San Antonio police stayed on the scene for 4 hours while we worked with the medical examiner and turned her over to the Neptune Society to have her body picked up so we can get cremated this week. So that's kind of where we're at.
Well, brother, we're all here for you. I know it's hard, and the community is definitely thinking about you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Stay
I know
close.
it's hard.
stay close to your friends, Lee. You know, stay close to your
Oh,
friends so
the
that you can
outpouring help has been wonderful from the drone community, from the local. She was a ham radio operator, as am I, and she was an extra class. She ran one of the largest volunteer examiner teams in the area. And so we're getting a lot of support from the ham radio community. We're on the Nextdoor app. And I've had over 600 people respond to my post about her passing away. On Facebook, I've lost count of how many people have made comments, posted, all supportive. It's interesting, even on Instagram, I'm suddenly again getting all these idiot, supposedly well-stacked, built females that want to be really friendly, and I just keep deleting. It's like, excuse me, I wasn't interested in you before. I'm not interested in you now. Go away.
Yeah, it seems like that's been really bad lately. Even on the live streams, man. YouTube and StreamYard, man. I don't know what's up with all that, but it's just the way of the world. No more than getting these. How many calls you get on these damn phones?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy lately.
Every day.
Well, we would be getting a lot of calls about, are you interested in selling your house?
Oh yeah.
And
my wife or Johnny.
We've got a new answer that we give them. We've been giving them is our house is the value of the property, whatever, is somewhere a little under $300,000. We've been telling them that we'll accept any offer over $3 million.
Good response.
Well, we tried to tell them to go jump in a lake and go play, do whatever with themselves. The calls and the text messages kept coming. And we finally decided to take the high road and just say, yeah, you want to give us $3 million? My wife lowballed one time. She said $2 million. We knew that would shut them up.
Yeah, you'll get these texts saying that they, going to send you an offer, but you never really see the offer. All you do is, they want your name, whatever, they got your name, Chuck, welcome in.
Yes, Chuck. Good morning, Chuck.
Wait, though, I keep winning drones on Billy Kyle's. Like whenever I write something on Billy Kyle's like videos, somebody responds and says, "I want a drone."
Yeah,
that's a
I
new
think
thing
I won the
too,
Avata
there.
like 3 times.
You don't want that drone.
Billy Kyle, I don't know. He owes me so many drones, all the stuff that I've been getting sent that I won stuff on this thing. Congratulations. Text this number, text this, or go to this website to win the new drone that you got.
Oh, if you're getting it on YouTube, you need to click on their little picture icon to go to their account, their user account on YouTube, and then report the whole stinking account as providing spam /scammer, and give a verbal give a written example of what they're saying. And most of those accounts have just been open for a few days.
Yeah.
And YouTube is pulling them down if they get enough complaints. You don't just report the comment as a scam / unwanted content. You need to go to their user account on YouTube and report their whole account as being a scammer / spam person, a bot account, whatever. And YouTube will eventually shut them off.
Yeah.
I keep getting these texts that I got to clean my backyard. I can't stand that scammer.
That's from your wife.
Oh.
Yeah. Another drone operator in your neighborhood has been spying on you for the HOA.
Yeah. Mark, this guy right here, Chuck, he bought his wife in a Avata. So, I'm just saying, you could buy Ingrid in a Avata. And then,
that's pretty cool.
I had a neighbor ask me one time if I'd flown in my neighborhood, and I said, well, occasionally. She said, well, do you have any photos of your neighbor's backyard? Because I think it's full of junk. And I said, I think it's none of your business. And no, I don't have any photos of my neighbor's backyard. I only do my own roof, and I try not to fly in the neighborhood. She's been calling code compliance on him and trying to get him in trouble, and he's a good neighbor. My washer and dryer went out prior to my wife passing away, and he's got a booth or whatever at the local Traders Village flea market, and he sells, the scratch and dent type appliances. And he brought me a set of brand new Samsung washer dryer that even right now on sale for this weekend, the price was still somewhere around $1,800 to $1,900, and he said,
Wow.
"I'll tell you it might cost for $1,000." And then he came over and helped install it. He brought all the hoses, the connectors, and everything. They just got that hooked up yesterday. And he's telling me, "Don't worry about paying back till you get the money. I know you're going through tough times. Just don't worry about it." So he's been a good neighbor. But
Yeah,
anyway, back
that's
to
good.
drones. You talked about the Avata, and I ordered one from DroneWorks just because of their affiliation with Ken Dono.
Which
Oh,
package
good.
did you order, Lee?
And I ordered, they had 3 combo kits, and one of them was a customized combo kit that included not only the goggles, the motion controller, and the new goggles, motion controller, and the Avata, but it also included the regular controller with it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And I mean, I have the regular controller. I have the V2 goggles for my FPV drone, but I don't want to upgrade the firmware on my FPV because I've got it hacked so that I can fly in the no-fly zones when I have authorization. And I do always get authorization. But if I put it back to, if I try to upgrade the goggles, it's going to push me into the level where I can't, hack it. I just don't want to do that. So I decided I'll just buy a new controller.
I
And
just want to know how many people
DroneWorks does have the controllers.
how many people are actually using the controller, the handheld controller? I've
motion
seen videos
controller?
on YouTube. Yeah, the motion controller. I've seen YouTube videos, but I wouldn't see myself using that. I don't know.
I don't either, but I'm going to try it. But Tom Dowling, over here in Nevada, he put out a couple of videos that were fairly awesome over in the Red Rock Canyon area, flying the Avata. And they were pretty impressive, and he was doing it with the motion controller.
I'd like to see that. Hey, can you pop a link in the chat, Lee? I would like to see that.
Yeah, I think I can.
As long as you're a moderator, you should be able to. That's awesome. I'd like to see that. I always like seeing it. And, I've heard a lot of people talking down about that motion controller before it came out, but then I've seen a bunch of videos on YouTube of people actually using it. It just, I don't know. You got to do, visual line of sight to be able to fly that like that, so you can't go too far.
Right.
But it looks like it's fun. It just looks like it could be dangerous as well if you put it in full manual.
Yeah, because if I was surprised at how. Here we go.
Well, my anniversary is this Saturday. Dad.
Speaking of people coming in the chat, there's that 69 again. Everybody, do what Lee said. Go to the channel and report them. And we can put them in timeout.
Really? Is somebody on there scamming right now?
Yep, in the chat. Yep, chat's getting loaded up with that same 69 one that was on yesterday. Another chat yesterday.
Oh yeah, I see that.
That's funny, man. So Brad, I was saying my anniversary is this week. I just asked my wife if she wants
it's a good time to buy. Yeah, it's a good time to buy her a drone.
Good time to buy her a drone. You know what she did? I just asked her. She held up the boss papers. I was like, okay, I'm not buying your drone.
Guess not. Yeah.
Is this? It's got Louis Vuitton print on it.
She's still doing
she
doing
puts
her production stuff, right?
She's she works. She's I don't even know what my wife does. No, she's a real estate agent, but she also works for a firm.
Yeah, but I was talking about that show that y'all were producing.
The show. We put it on pause for a minute, but we're gonna get back at it.
Yeah, I watched a couple of those. They were pretty interesting.
Yeah, she's good at it.
I put his link up on the
Thank you, Lee.
link to the video, and then I put a link to his channel.
Thank you, Lee. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get.
Johnny's gonna get fired for this job.
Be right back.
Johnny's gonna get fired from this job. Wait.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Look
at
green screen over here, huh?
So I just went to that user's YouTube channel, that 69 Mega, and I did a flag on it and did spam and scams, and I just sent it out to YouTube. So
why don't we just go fly our drone over where they're at?
Right.
They dropped a bomb on me, baby.
I think that when Johnny gets back, I think he can
Mark,
remove that.
Mark, you showed your little bony legs the other day. I can't show you these shorts here.
Oh, you're on green screen. I can't see nothing, man. That was like looking at like.
That was kind of.
It looked like you didn't have any legs, Johnny.
Wait! What are you talking about, man?
Just like because of the green screen thing, it showed that you didn't. It was just like half of your body. Oh,
look.
Oh, there it is. Oh, look at. Wait, is that Johnny Drone Flyer? Really?
It is.
Is that shorts, Johnny? You are the man, yo. Look
He's
at those,
Johnny Drone Flyer shorts and underwear and shirts.
And he knows how to use them.
Hey, Johnny, Johnny, if you look at the chat, you'll see that we got one of those things in there from 69 Mega. Can you delete that person out of the chat, being the host? Because we can only put them in. We can only put them in timeout and delete their post. But I think you can delete them actually, or kick them out.
I don't actually see it on my. Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
No, I can't click it on.
Okay.
That anti-spam unremover.
Everybody in here is a moderator, so everybody can help out.
Jim's droning, welcome in. Who else? Market Zero.
Eddie Nunez is in the house. Good morning.
Eddie, what's up, Eddie? Hey, Eddie, if you want to pop on, here's the link.
Is that Eddie? Eddie Nunez?
Yep, Eddie's got the new Avata.
Yeah, tell us about it, Eddie. There's a link if you want to pop on.
I had a long talk with him yesterday. Yeah, Eddie and I.
Barbecuing.
Gave me some good advice yesterday, man. I appreciate him. You know, I go to him for advice at times, man. He's got. Eddie knows what he's doing, man. That's a good dude.
He's a cool dude.
He's supposed to be coming up my way, so hopefully he come and.
Watched him and Ken on Drones and Brew or Drone Beers. I can't even say what it is.
Drone Brews.
Yeah, Drone Brews from Ken Show.
Yeah, Wednesday night, guys. And I will say, if you need a new drone guide, I'll get it out to you. It was we got it tweaked and worked, and I think it's pretty accurate right now.
Johnny, I was sad to see my name was removed and Genesee was added with Al on Thursday nights, but that's because I haven't been on the show in a couple months.
Yeah. I mean, I try to, that's always I say a touchy subject because sometimes we don't know the co-host and the co-host, and I know and believe it or not, Roger, the Canadian Drone Hub, Roger used to come on all the time. He still comes on a little bit, and I didn't want to take him off out of respect because he's kind of one of the first guys that started all of this years ago.
Right.
And he hadn't been coming on a lot, but hey, try to keep it up to date. I think Paul Brown is doing a show next Sunday, and then Chris Campbell is starting a show on Wednesday, I believe. So there's a lot of shows, and listen, we know it's hard to go through those shows and, hey, hop on, say hello, and watch what you can. It's kind of like the new drones, you can't buy every new drone, and you can't watch every show.
Hey, I
know anything about Watch How releasing some new drones?
Go ahead.
What, Mark?
Drone DJ had something that Autel Robotics was releasing some new drones.
Well, they're releasing a smart controller, but I did see something about like 6 new drones or something like that, or
Yeah,
6
4
new
new
drones,
drones.
yeah. And it was supposed to be presented at some overseas, of course. They were presenting something at some event that they were introducing 6 new drones or something like that. I don't know. That was the only thing I heard of it too, Johnny. You must have seen that same thing.
Yeah, I
It's
remember seeing it
interesting.
on
It said something
Twitter,
about
or I don't know, man. I do like the idea of the smart controller.
hmm
oh, I didn't know nothing about a smart controller.
Yeah, they
They're putting
got
a new
one, or
smart
it's
controller.
coming.
Really? How many smart controllers is that now? 3? The V1, the V2, the V3, the V5, the V4 for the five. Hey,
So
can I
I
many
get
tell
a
you
fourth
what,
one?
smartphones.
it's going to be a lot, but I think it's gonna. I think every new drone that's coming out will be some kind of smart controller.
Hey, so what was it this week? I saw I was perusing somewhere on Facebook, and somewhere somebody posted something about a DJI Mini 3 Classic without sensors. Is that true or is that fake?
Without obstacle avoidance. Bob Casey
Yeah,
welcome
yeah,
in.
yeah. I don't know. Is that? I didn't have enough time to deep dive on that and look around, but I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if they would.
talking about
I
it
don't know if
being
they
a
would
little
do
bit.
that.
It's kind of like an SE edition of the after they make you spend
Yeah,
$1,300, then they want to scale
yeah,
it down a little bit, which just turn the obstacle avoidance off.
yeah, yeah. Just disable that feature in the new drone. That's all they got to do.
So my Air 2S, like I said, I didn't have a crash with it, but something happened with the gimbal where, just probably wear and tear. I sent it into DJI, got fixed. It charged me about $103, and they sent it back from Texas. So anybody living in Texas, I want my Air 2S back because it's lost.
Lee's in Texas.
Lee,
Yes. Yeah.
have you seen my Air 2S? Because UPS says that they don't know where it's at right now.
Wow.
Was that the one that was sitting on my front porch? No.
Hey,
That
you
was
got to
a real
call Matt
good.
Bagwell. You got to call
Yeah.
Matt Bagwell. He works
It's
for
actually-
UPS.
Oh, I'm
True.
gonna have to get in touch with him. It has Billy Kyle's signature on it, even though it's only BK, because it could be Billy Kyle, it could be Burger King. So I don't know which one, but I don't know.
Hey,
That's
was
why I
But I
always
know this
the
much. It was
insurance.
supposed to come in on last Thursday. Then they said Friday, and then on Saturday it said they don't know when because they don't know.
so unless that label's torn off of that box, they should know exactly where that thing's sitting.
Yeah,
You know,
and
they
that's
scan
somebody.
they scan them every step of the way. Every time a driver touches them or a facility, a distribution, they scan them every single on conveyor belts. They scan them everywhere, so they know
Night
it. They should
Train
know where that
welcome
thing
in.
is.
So I don't know. Fell off
So
the
Mark,
truck, you think?
where's it coming from? I mean, where
Texas.
you sent it?
Texas must have a DJI UPS center.
They do up near Dallas, Fort Worth area.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fort Worth, Texas. That's
A
exactly
hub,
where it's coming
yeah.
from.
You can send Michael Wright to pick it up for you. There you go.
You might not. See.
So yeah, I'm not that worried about it because but I'll take a new Air 2S. Because that's what
Yeah,
they're gonna
man.
have to do if they lost my drone.
Tell you what, the Air 2S is still a very, very
still a
good
solid-
drone, and a
it's
lot
a
of
solid
it
drone.
gets
The Air 2S
overlooked. It kind
let
of
me
gets
tell you
caught down
something.
between the. It's really the only drone you really need if you only had one drone.
That's right.
But are we
It's-
able to use any type of goggles with that drone yet?
No.
See, that's the thing I've been waiting for.
Yeah,
For
I
what?
got the Mini 3
Yep.
Pro recently, and I'd love to be able to use the
I-
goggles with it.
For the
I would
mini,
like
for
to
the,
be able to. I would like to be
for the
able to fly my
Air 2S?
Air 2. I would like to be able to fly with goggles. Yeah, I've never had that
Really?
experience with a foldable drone.
Like what goggles would you use with it?
The V2s.
The V2.
Yeah, V2s
Oh,
is
the
which
big goggles like this.
yeah
the
the
V2s?
Yeah.
the V2s.
Spider-Man goggles with the 4 antennas.
So that's what I like about the Epsons. I could use any. I can use them with anything. You know,
Yeah,
Epson 35. I almost sold those things too, and I'm like, I mean, I don't use them a lot, but they're cool. You know, like and the thing is
Yeah.
that they're not like the goggles that where you need another. You know, you need an observer. You don't need an observer with the 35Es because you can
right.
still
Because you can
the
see
drone.
through it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see through them.
You can still see
I
the
tried
drone.
those. I tried those once, Mark.
In V world, you can use any goggles that'll pick up the 5.8 whatever frequency or 2.4 whatever they're using. I've got a pair of those goggles. I've got the original DJI goggles that'll work with
Yeah,
my
the original
Mavic
white
Pro
ones.
and my Mavic 2 Pro.
I got those as well.
Brad, yeah, and Doc is saying, I guess are you talking about, Doc, like a movie mask type thing, the goggle where you put your phone
Yeah,
in the
he's
goggle?
talking about those ones you can. Yeah, you can buy the
Yeah.
ones where you put your cell
I've got
phone in.
a
That's
set of
not
goggles
the
that
experience I
I can
want.
plug the phone in for
Yeah.
VR goggles.
You can
Yeah,
just hold the
goggles.
phone up close to your eyes, you know,
Yeah,
like you're
yeah.
flying FPV, I guess.
That's not. I mean, I understand why he's saying that. If I really want to try that, but I've seen those before. It's just cheap looking to me. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
somebody
they
had
seem
one.
cheap.
Somebody had one in South Florida, I believe. I think Maddie or somebody.
Yeah.
Didn't we give a pair away? I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
somebody.
I
gave
sent
some
you a
away.
pair to give away in Florida. There's a spare pair that I'd gotten on one of those deals where they would reimburse me 50% or whatever. And I never really got into the FPV or I had the little micro, FPV that fly. We had a bartender here in town that was helping me learn how to fly drones. And the owner of the bar let him have a dedicated Sunday afternoon. We made it a family day, and anybody with the little micro, FPV drones, they were all lined at the bar wearing their goggles, and these drones are flying all around. They put hoops on the ceiling and the pool tables, and all the regulars would just kind of ignore them, and they'd be buzzing around like a bunch of flies.
Yeah, welcome in,
They
David
got
Lorenzo.
shut down by COVID.
David Lorenzo. How's it going, brother?
So Mark, have you ever flown did you fly the DJI FPV or no? You never
No,
did.
I've never had an FPV drone ever. Even never had goggles on.
Wasn't Michael
Never.
Blade? No, does Michael Blade have the FPV?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got the FPV drone. I've never flown it more than just sport, normal, and sport mode. I love
okay.
sport mode.
That's what I did. Down
67
in
miles
Atlanta.
an hour. It's fast enough for me. I don't have to do flips and whoops and doops.
No.
Whatever. I'm 67 years old, and I think I'm a little too old to learn new tricks. Even with the Avata, I'm
Basically, I'll
thinking more
get into it.
cinematic shots.
Yeah, the Vada's more cinematic, and I have to take that next step over. I
Well,
definitely
the
got it
Avata
because
is like the whole
that's where it's
spectrum, right?
going. There was
Yeah,
a
you
couple
can
of
do the
jobs.
Avata.
There was a couple of jobs I lost, but I'm gonna tell you right now. This is my perspective and my opinion. Those who fly FPV, they're the skilled pilots. I mean, if you go from FPV to flying that's why some of these guys fly. So some of these guys fly FPV, right? And they're doing all these things, and they're going through gaps, and they're doing this and that. But then you get them on a GPS drone, and they're afraid to go low on the water. I had some guys at the meetup, and they're not gonna fly close to a boat, and they're all surrounding me, like saying, "Wow, you're like right up on top of that boat," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's a GPS drone. Can you imagine?" So now, if I could fly like that, I was literally 2 feet off the water on some of those boat shots, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just imagining if I get into FPV, I'm gonna be flying through that boat, man. But some of these guys but like the thing is that with FPV, them guys are so skilled, yo. I like they're drone pilots to me. To me, they're drone pilots. You know.
Yeah, it's a whole different class, right? It's a different way of flying. And I mean, if you want,
Jim,
I
I
think
haven't got it yet.
the Avata is going to be something that you can do all of those things with, right? So you can do cinematic, you can do FPV, you can do flips, you can do. I mean, it's going to have the spectrum. You know, it's not going
Right.
to go 100 miles an hour or the legal 99 miles per hour, but
Right.
it's going
I was
to
No, it's
do a
pretty.
lot
It's
of those
pretty. It's
things.
gonna be pretty light in the air, and the wind's gonna catch it up.
Oh, the
If it's,
wind's
you know,
going to
because
definitely
I know
affect.
Philly is doing some flying with it, and he's I say he's
Yep.
you know, wondering about, but it's really not designed to go 100, 150, 200 feet up in the sky, and I think that's
No,
where the
it's
problem
not.
is. I mean,
Right.
Well, it's just a little
I was
Cinewhoop,
hoping
right?
to get mine before
Yeah.
this weekend because I've got a gig. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Tower of Americas that's downtown San Antonio. The tower's 750 something feet to the tip of the antenna. It's got a restaurant
Whoa.
observation deck on top.
Wow.
Well, Sunday, which is 9/11, they're having a 9/11 memorial climb at the tower with all the firefighters and whatever walking up the stairs inside the tower. And last year I did their event. They were at a soccer stadium. It was easy. I used my Autel Evo 2 Pro and gave them several very nice videos. So they asked me back for this year, but they want me to fly inside the tower. And it's a concrete cylinder, that is like 500 and something feet tall with stairs going up, 90 degrees around the tower, supposedly hollow inside. And I was hoping to have the Avata to try to do something with, but Zach at DroneWorks by email before I ordered it said he would bust his butt to get it out the door in time. But then he turned around the next day and left to fly to Portland. And according to Ken Dono, he's now in Las Vegas and he won't be back to Florida until Thursday. Well, I only paid for 3-day FedEx shipping, and he didn't bust his butt to get it out the door right away. He's still sitting there, it still says waiting for shipment. And so I'm very, very disappointed. But I went ahead and got prop guards for my Mini 3 Pro because it's very quiet. Yeah. And I'm thinking with prop guard going out this afternoon to do what they call a walkthrough, but in my case, it's a fly through. I've got another drone pilot and a friend of mine that's my spotter, and we're going to go inside the Tower of Americas at the ground level and see if it's feasible or not to fly up the deal. I'm also talking to him about putting my GoPro as a hat cam on one of the lead firefighters going up the stairs, get some footage that way. Of course, 99% of it I'll throw away.
That'll be pretty cool, though.
But I thought that'd be pretty cool. And then I was asking if they were going to have any of the firefighters, lining up on the observation deck, which is now enclosed with glass. You can still see it from outside. And if they would send these firefighters up to the observation deck, I could get footage, of the event outside and fly up to it's in an unrestricted flight zone. Downtown San Antonio is not restricted. We've got 2 helipads down there, but it's not, no restrictions at all.
Wow,
You cannot get Lance permission because there is no permission to get. And as a 107 pilot,
surprised with if you got helipads, I'm surprised.
If I need to. But I've got a couple of videos from, I don't know, it was several months ago for the Tower of Americas on my YouTube channel.
Hey, I'm gonna bow out, guys. Good to chat with everybody. Mark, as usual.
Right, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna
I got to go walk.
We're gonna be hopping off. I wanted to come on this morning. I wasn't doing nothing. Didn't sleep good, but I do want to thank everybody for coming. It's Labor Day. Get out there and fly what you got, maybe, and have fun. Mark, what you got planned today?
I'm just gonna watch the raindrops.
No, yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Got some rain coming.
And Lee,
I
of
love
course, I
yeah,
can
we're
go
supposed
to
to
you.
get a lot of
And,
rain.
Go out. Overcast, that's always a good. People don't realize that overcast days
yeah.
are good because all the colors all it's all the same. So overcast days are sometimes good to shoot, believe it or not.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's
Especially
true.
when you're
Yeah.
fighting the sun
Um,
too. All right, guys.
yeah.
I'm gonna thank everybody again, Lee, and I condole with you. If you need anything, we're here in the community. Everybody is reaching out to you. I know, and hey, you better not let Matt Bagwell see that. I'm gonna tell you.
Hopefully he's
Oh,
not on this
Mark,
chat.
hold up. Look, I got some baby gap. I got some youth caps. Look, it says
Oh.
youth right here. Look.
Ooh, that will fit me.
But no,
Nice.
guys, have a great Labor Day and get out there and fly a little bit and have some fun. Enjoy your barbecue today. And I want to thank everybody for joining in. Join Captain Ray Kelly. I know he's doing a show tonight. Drone Nation is not doing a show. Wednesday night, I got Chris Hope and Tom Dowling. Yeah, you talked about Tom Lee. He's going to be a guest on Wednesday night on the Fly for Fun show. And then I'm not sure if Dobo's doing a show because he is in Vegas. So keep up with all the news. And if you need a drone show guide, I'll get it right out to you. All right, guys. Have a great day, Brad. Thanks. Lee, thanks. And Mark, thanks.
Take it easy.
Okay, bye.